Hello everybody, welcome to episode 6, I think it is now actually, of Edgewater, Saskatchewan. So I haven't skipped forward a day because, as you can see, the ground is slowly frosting up and turning white. So I thought, before I skip the night like I normally do before I start recording every episode, let's try and have a quick tidy up. So I recorded all of these episodes in advance, but I would imagine if anyone's like me, someone would have made a comment about the state of this. And I'm pretty sure when we sleep, this is all going to be completely white, covered in snow. So let's move it around a little bit now. Have a little bit of a tweak before I lose where everything is. So I'm quite happy with those bits that I've popped at the end there, so that's fine. Let's just pop this around to the side. Now, to be honest, this bit is going to be something we don't use very often at all. Because we're not going to need to transport that cedar. Certainly not until we purchase another field, which we will do. And we will purchase a field which is of suitable value, which potentially isn't going to be close to us. So we are going to have to transport everything again. But for a minute, we're a long way away from that, so we'll just pop that there. I'll try and remember that I put it there. I will forget. And let's just tidy these last few bits up. Where do I even start? Let's move this. No, I do need to actually make sure I don't bury that water container, because I imagine it's probably going to need topping up of water at some point. So we'll have to look at that in a minute, and of course it is generating that lettuce in the meantime, which is additional income that I kind of completely forgot we had, so that's a bit of a bonus. In actual fact, December, January time, I'm sure on other maps is probably the best time to sell the lettuce. Right, let's fold that up. I can't believe I've just been dumping stuff. This is completely against my kind of realistic play type. This is really bad. In actual fact, before it snowed properly, I would really have liked to have had some sort of shed in place. But that's not going to happen. The shed that we want is about 25 grand, I think. So we'll see how we get on. What I might do this episode, I've loaded in with the easy dev tools. I might just credit myself for the difference of the tractor, just because it was kind of a mod thing, and I would have quite happily kept to that tractor. It was a little bit more powerful. We've ended up with kind of a slightly lesser tractor, but haven't gained any money, so I might just add a little bit on, work out the difference, and try to work out potentially what that tractor was worth to us in the small bit of ploughing that it did do. To be honest, I think we're probably owed a good 5 grand from that. So I'll probably do that at some point, just add in £5,000. Okay, that will do there. That's a little bit better. That will do for a minute. Now we'll just pop this back here, out of the way, because we are going to need to fill that up again, I'm certain. And what we'll do is we'll just pull the trailer along here. That will do us. Right, let's just check on the lettuce, the polytunnel here, and just see how it is looking. Okay, yeah, so the water is getting quite low. It has actually got another pallet of lettuce in there though, which is good. But let's just, we'll use this tractor here and add a bit more water to it. And we have of course got the kind of freshwater lake there behind us. We certainly want to be getting water out of that before it freezes over. I'm just going to pop the bucket down here because hopefully that will remind me at some point I need to pick up a pallet fork today. So let's disconnect that. So once we've done this, these few basic little bits now, top up the water, we will skip through a day. Yeah, I do think it's going to be quite white when we do eventually get onto the next day. Now we're going to have to see if we can reverse it, because really we don't want to be driving across a field every time we want water. And also realistically this isn't our land, so let's see if we can reverse it down here. Keep on the accelerator because it wants to roll in. It doesn't cope with the weight of that very well. So what I'll probably do at some point is just make a little track there to that, just to make it look a bit nicer. Probably just do 2 of these, I think, while we're here. Lettuce is a great passive income, or any of those are a great passive income. I do know that there are lots of different greenhouses you can get through mods, and I have installed some and they are activated, but sometimes some of the things you get out of them are so overpriced it kind of takes the challenge away, so I don't really want to do that too much. Right. One thing I have done just while this is filling up. So I have installed, and it's Crossplay, which is amazing. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's kind of it's mods where you have various different factories, but they actually require a lot of manual work to get them to produce things. So for example, I think there's one that makes artisan bread. So you have to obviously add the wheat and things to it, but also you have to go to the store and buy a crate of mineral water, for example. So when we're thinking ahead and we're thinking of additional players and people coming in to join in, I think having some of those productions would be quite cool, because we would actually have to manually feed them. You have to actually carry the parts in, and I've not seen that mod used on anything actually. I can't even really find videos of it at all on YouTube, so it would be something different. I've never tried it. It looks like it's quite complex, but it should be fun, and it will certainly give multiple people things to do. So we'll just park that there. That looks quite neat. That is much better, because this is now our roadway, because of course this isn't really. Now I'm going to skip through a day. Just before we do, let's have a quick look in the shop. No, I'm not really at a point where we're going to be using a meadow roller, I don't think, although that would be quite handy. That would be probably a waste of money at this point. We do need it for many other things. So let's skip through to, I'm going to go right to the last time, skip through till 9. It's still snowing. It's still snowing. And it's very much white. Oh no. I hope that still works after. Yep. It's white, as I thought it would be. Yeah, I'm not going to slow the time down too much. In fact, let's just put that back up to ×5, like we keep it. I'm not going to skip it too much at this point. Yeah, when it comes to probably next year run, when we're a little bit more established, I will slow the months down. I'll probably set it to 4 or 5 days, just so that we can kind of buy snow plows and have a little bit of role play, I guess, going on in this area. I think that would be quite cool. Definitely. But for a minute, so there's not really a lot to do. Let's just, while we're here, so it's nearly got another 2 pallets there loaded up, ready to go, which is good. So we've potentially got 4 pallets of lettuce. Now we're in January. Let's oh, I think that's the bigger version of what we've got. If I'm honest, I think the version that we got right from the beginning is the better version anyway, in terms of looks. So, okay, what was I about to do? Already forgot. Aha. Right, we want to look at the price of lettuce. So lettuce is pretty well priced actually. January, February is the best sort of time, which is great. And also one of the best places to buy the lettuce is the bowling alley, which just looks quite cool. I wanted to go there. It just looks so detailed and so realistic. So that's where we're going to head. But there isn't really a lot more we can do in January, to be honest. Like I said, we're not going to get into snow plowing and things too much this year. We're far too soon into the series, but it's something we need to be thinking of, ready for kind of December, January time next year. We need to be getting the plows ready to go, and I'm pretty sure these trucks have quite a nice little attachment for a snow plow. So we've already got the truck there ready to go, which is great. Now let's just jump back in. We'll skip through one more day. It's getting worse. It's even deeper. I can't even see where the path is now. Right, we need to head down to the shop. We're going to have to take the slower of the 2 tractors, not that there's much in it, because we need to get pallet full. So let's just jump in and get them now. Check the shop, as always. Be nice to get something like that at some point, but not yet for a minute. So we need some front loader tools right to the end, because I know these are compatible with that John Deere. £800. Do I change that to John Deere colour? £200 it is, but it'll look good. Let's do that. So £1,000. Brilliant. So we do need that, of course, for the pallets of lettuce. How are we going to transport them? How are we going to get them there? I mean, I can't take 1 pallet at a time. And really, you're not really going to get it into that trailer too well. Let's jump back into the shop a minute and have a look at trailers. I am wondering if it's worth getting a low loader, because I know there is one with a gooseneck which attaches to the pickup truck. Now it is £8 grand. Ideally we could have done with one of those in the shop. £8,000. See, I don't know. We do need one, and it would be really handy for when it comes to, for example, resetting a tractor because something goes wrong. We can go and pick one up from the shop instead. I don't know. What have we actually got to do? Let's think ahead with money now. We've only got 9,500. What is the next thing to do? I mean, the next thing to do is going to be these fields. We've got all the equipment to do that anyway, and we could use that bunker silo one more time if need be, so there isn't really any cost. We've got plenty of fertilizer to do another contract potentially. Yeah. Maybe we do get that trailer. So it's more expensive anyway, but I don't like to use auto load, so we won't be getting that. We'll keep all the things like the wheels as standard. This I mean, that looks a bit cooler, but it adds too much money. Mud guards probably look cooler, but again, too much money. Branding, we don't need that. The gooseneck for definite. I don't think we have to get an extra attacher on the truck. Maybe we do. Okay, that's not great. What's the difference? Tension belts. Well, we are kind of more in the US area, so let's go with that. But one last thing I just need to check is, does this have... Oh yeah, it does. Good. Right, because that would have been annoying. Because this is pretty much going to leave us without anything. Does it cost us any money to paint it? No. Do we want to paint that though? That is a bit much. That's a bit too much blue, if I'm honest with you. Let's just go with black. Okay. Let's do it. £8,000. And I've already purchased the front loader as well. So we'll jump in the truck and we'll see if we can use the telehandler to put the forks onto the back of the trailer. Hopefully it will strap down. Let's just undo those. And then we can bring it back. That would save taking that tractor down there as well, wouldn't it? Let's do that for a moment. Now, my driving is bad on a standard day. What is it going to be like in the snow? I will try and cut to the shop, but if I do anything that's quite funny, I'll make sure I don't cut that bit out. Right, let's see how this is going to work then. In theory, if I lower the back down, I should be able to get the telehandler just to drive straight on the back with those forks. Now, I'm pretty sure you can adjust this. Oh, there you go. That's a bit better. It's almost flush to the ground now. Right. Let's see if we can get this loaded up. Hopefully the shop's not watching, because I'm going to do something dodgy. Well, that worked out surprisingly well. Although I can't get it off now. Spoke too soon. There we go. Well, that's good. Happy with that. No one was watching. Okay, now hopefully it will let us strap it. Don't know if that would have actually held it or not. I quite like these straps actually, these US style straps. Look quite cool. Right, let's jump in. Close the back. And make our way back to the farm. Right, pulling back up to the farm now. No dramas actually. This trailer makes the truck far more stable than normal. Might have to start driving with the trailer on all the time just so I don't keep rolling it. Okay, let's head over here. I love the fact that it leaves the indentations in the snow. It's so realistic. This game has come such a long way since the original ones. I think it was FS09 was the first one I played. It's a completely different game. Okay, right. Hopefully we can get it off as easily as we put it on there. Or just connect it like that. Maybe not quite realistic, but that will do. Right, now I just need to move the truck forward a bit. Don't think we're going to need the back cover, but we are going to need to get those pallets on. So let's move it to there. Now I think once we remove one, in theory, another one should spawn in its place. So I'm just going to pick it up, raise it, wait for the next one, and then do them too high. Snow is making it more difficult though. Will it spawn? Yeah. Ideal. Wow, it spawned another one as well. Ideal. Now this snow, this is making it very difficult because it's bumpy, it's slidey. I think this may have been a bit too optimistic trying to go for too high. But it doesn't matter. We got a big trailer. It doesn't matter. Oh no, I can't even move. Okay, let's just leave them there then. There's two things that are just great to do on this game. If you're playing a multiplayer server, a bit like this, if you're playing with just standard mods, chickens and greenhouses are just such a good passive income. They take such a minimal amount of effort, yet generate you so much money. I mean, I didn't even really work out in my head what this would come to. This is 3 more pallets than what I thought we were going to get. I've not seen another one spawn though, so we'll have to settle with this, but lettuce is worth quite a bit of money. This is going to give us a good boost, you know. This is going to give us a real good boost. In fact, I haven't even pre-planned what I'm going to spend it on. Okay, good. Don't judge me on my stacking. It's the snow's fault. That is pretty awful though. Look at the state of that. Awful. Right. This is way more than I thought. Way more. Now, where are we going to go? So, the best price at the minute is actually the Bowling Restaurant, which is where I wanted to go. So, happy with that. Let's head down there. Okay, here we are, just pulling up to it now. I have no idea where the actual sell point is. Oh, it's just there around the back, so let's head around there. I like the look of this bit. I put this bit into the intro of all of these episodes just because it looks so cool. It's just different. I imagine this is kind of what it would look like in Canada. How much is this going to generate for us? Let's go forward a little bit. There we go. I mean, the money's going up pretty fast. I like the look of that. Wow, 11,680. Again, minus the environmental score. Can't do a great deal about that at the minute. Oh, what's going on here, Leah? Someone's been mucking around with cones. It's quite impressive. That'll teach them for leaving the ball lying around, wouldn't it? Right, let's head back. Okay, here we are, just pulling back up again now. So, what more can you do when it's snowy like this? Not a great deal, to be honest with you. But we haven't done bad. We've made some money today from that little bit of passive income, which has topped us back up. I mean, it's paid for the pallet fork and this trailer. This trailer is going to be really helpful as well. I'm sure of it. We've just got to find somewhere to park it. It's quite long, so maybe we'll park it at a bit of an angle without annoying the neighbour. There we go. And again, I think we're probably about right for time. So there's probably not so much action in this episode as a normal episode, but it's not my fault it snowed. But anyway, I think we are pretty much there now for a minute or two. track looks quite cool when it's snowy. Brilliant. Wow. Thank you very much. Hopefully, next episode, skip forward to March. Maybe the snow's not here. And maybe we've got some progress with relation to the grass. Certainly looks like it's started to grow underneath this snow. So that's our next thing. Well, thanks for watching anyway. And I'll see you for episode 7. Cheers and gone.